Namaste beloved friends, welcome back to the technique of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Today we are going to learn about the second technique from the book. So according to the Shiva, if you are aware on the turns of the breath, you will get the realization, you will get the enlightenment. So what is these turns? So if you look at the breathing, so just look at this. So when you inhale, the breathing moving inside, and when you exhale, the breathing is going up. So this is the breathing cycle, the inhalation and the exhalation. And there is a point when the breathing stops. Okay. So in the first technique we saw this point, these 2 points. We discussed about these 2 points, and if you are aware of these 2 points, you will also get enlightenment, you will also get the realization of the Shiva. But in this technique, Shiva is describing you just aware of the turns. So the incoming breath is coming from here and turning. So this is the turning point. This is the turning point here, from here to here, so little bit longer. And also same, this going up, the breathing is exhaling happen and the breathing is turning here. So when you are aware, totally aware of these 2 turns, the upturn and the downturn, you will get the realization, you will get the self, the knowledge of the everything. So what are these turns? We will going to discuss about these 2 turns in depth. So suppose take an example of a car. So when you change the gear, what happened? You have to pass from the neutral gear. So if you want to go into the 4th gear, you have to come into the neutral gear, then you can change. In the same way, when you change the breath, suppose you are in a peaceful state, you get the angry, you get the love emotions, all kind of emotions. So they are the turning points. Also in the night, when you are going to the sleep, from the waking state to the sleeping state, there is turning, there is the gap, there is the turning point. In the same way, in the morning when you are coming up, waking up, there is the turning, there is the turning point. So in every life situation, there is the turning point. And in the turning point, in the neutral state, you are not the body, you are not the mind. You are what you are actually. You know who you are in that moment. So these are the turns. In the breath, same. If you are completely aware of your breath, observe your breath, not just looking at the breath. You are just witnessing, you are observing fully at the breath. Then you will find these 2 turns, and you just notice these 2 turns. You go close your eyes and just notice the turning of the breath, how the breath is turning and moving up in a circle direction, in the circular way. You're just aware. Normally what happens, we are not observe anything. If I tell you this is the flower and observe this flower, you can't observe it. You will think something else. Maybe you will think about the flower, the beauty of the flower, but you are not completely aware. You are not observing the flower. So that's why this technique is very beautiful. You are just closing the eyes and observing these 2 turns. I discussed about you these 2 turns, the up and the down turn. It's a very easy technique, but you have to be focused. You have to be complete focused. You have to not taking the thoughts. You just sitting quietly and just focusing on the turning points. And when you aware of these turning points, you will find who you are. Very beautiful technique. I do it in my daily meditation. I find it very amazing, powerful technique. So you will try this technique, this second method, and let me know if you find any difficulties. It's simple. I don't have to discuss much about you. Just closing your eyes and just observing the natural flow of the breathing and just going with the breath and just looking where the turn happens. The incoming breath is going inside and it turning upward in the exhalation, and the exhalation is becoming inhalation. It's like a circle, inhalation and exhalation, inhalation and exhalation, and you are just aware of these two turns when the incoming breath become the outgoing breath and the outgoing breath become the incoming breath. So try this technique for 3 days at least and let me know if you find any powerful things in your meditation. So see you in the next techniques. Take care. Love you all.